I'm actually at a loss for words because I'm overwhelmed by this unique honor. It doesn't happen to everybody that, there is a statue just outside the museum where there's going to be so much more footfall to see the museum. And so every time you enter the museum to be able to see the statue, so that is something totally, really unique. And so I am overwhelmed. I can't thank Mumbai Cricket Association for this wonderful gesture. It's a great honor. Mumbai Cricket Association, I've said in the past, is like my mother. Held my hand when I was beginning with cricket at this in schools level, playing for Mumbai schools, Bombay schools as it was called then, and thereafter as well, for Ranji Trophy, etc. It's been absolutely just a privilege and an honor and a blessing to be able to play for Mumbai, and never ever dreamt that it would come to this. So, like I said, just absolutely honored, privileged, blessed, and overwhelmed by this.
So, you had a tour of the museum for the first time. How was your experience by using other museums also around the world?
Yes, I think this museum with all the digital, facilities that are there will actually be a source of great inspiration, because I think there's a lot of thought that has been put into it. If you see some of the old photographs, there are black and white photographs which actually give you a flavor of what cricket was in those days. It's also, there are so many blazers, there are shirts, etc. There are caps, where you get inspired when you see those caps. Even now, to be able to see some of the equipment which was worn by people of the generations before me, it actually is really inspiring. It actually also tells you what they must have undergone. When you look at some of the protective equipment, gloves, I'm not talking anything else, even gloves, etc. have been, when you see those photographs, it is, so I do believe that it's inspiration, it's a great education for somebody wanting to know the history of the game, wanting to, learn and go ahead. I think, so the museum really looks at all that. Obviously, there'll be more additions done to the museum, as Ajinkya will probably be a better place to tell you. But I think it's a beginning, as you say. It's a very good beginning.
Do you have a memory of Kangal library?
Yes. To see so many books over there was again fantastic. I used to go there when the Kangal library was at the CCI North Stand, and then it came here as well. And I used to go and pick up books. And I've also donated some books in the past. I think I will now. Some of the books that I have, cricket books, I'll love to donate it to the library, so that it doesn't have to be the coming generation. It can also be the earlier generation who want to go through some of the books, some of the autobiographies of different people that I have.
So on the same note, the fact that Kangal library is being revived after a considerable gap. How critical was it when it comes to amalgamation of cricket archiving? At the same time, you're archiving the past in the conventional form, and now taking the digital route.
Yes, because I think in those days it was more the written word rather than the digital word which is there. So I think that that mix, that amalgamation, as you say, is a wonderful amalgamation, and that is what it should be, because it keeps you in touch, with the past while looking at the present as well as the future. So I think that way, I think it is a tremendous idea to be able to get this done.
And how confident are you that with all that is around in the glorious 9 decades till date, will keep on thriving in the years to come?
I think it will be, like I said, it's inspirational. Mumbai Cricket has always been the beacon for the other associations. So many things that Mumbai does have been followed by other associations. And trying to sort of get to the standard that Mumbai has. The standard has leveled up considerably, which is fantastic news for Indian cricket. And but still, Mumbai keeps on winning, keeps on getting to the semi-finals, and final as well. So that just tells you the strength of Mumbai cricket. And I think this museum will be also something which will be.
Question, sir. Sir, when you saw your statue for the first time scoring that 10,000 run, what was your first impression or your feelings?
Well, it just took me back to that particular time. took me back to that particular time when, when that ball was bowled and I got to the 10,000 runs. So, yes, brought back very good memories.
So there is a special section on you. So what is that people will get, cricket match will get to see? What is the memorability of that?
I think that's I think, Ajay will best answer.
It's a Sir's cap, where he played for Dada Union, and the other one is Mumbai's cap.
Yeah, so but the Dadar Union cap, I think I need to tell you why the Dadar Union cap, apart from the fact that Dadar Union taught me so much about, about the fact that the game is bigger than the individual, that, you do not take the game for granted, that you have to keep on giving back to the game. And so Dadar Union was that factor. But that cap was worn on the day we beat Australia in 1981 when Kapil came in at Melbourne. When Kapil came in and took 5 wickets, he was unwell the previous day. Then he took injections and then he pain-killing injections and he came on to bowl. And it was a touch and go situation.
Yeah.
And I am superstitious, as you probably know from now. And so therefore, I had my Dadar Union cap, which was lucky. And that is the reason I wore that cap that day, not the India cap, because it was, they had to score some 60-80 runs and they had lost 3 wickets, and that's why that cap. So the importance of that cap is not just for Dadar Union. It was worn on the day India beat Australia in 1981 in Melbourne.
Sir, you took a